JLonghairorig here in the house. Welcome to another MTG Round Table. A lot of people busy today, and today might not be a long episode, but I did kind of want to go over some of the more recent spoilers. I did send an invite out to Brian because I have him helping us on track and keep track. You remember the guesstimation game we had the other day? You never did put a post in, Dan.
No, I didn't. Oh, I probably lost track.
Yeah, no worries. Let me see if I can share that.
Post. I shouldn't be able to be part of it anyway. I gave my opinions live.
Oh well, I didn't track them, so there you go. All right. So Inception moment here. All right, cool. So he's been really diligent in marking off people that have commented. So we do have some comments up there, but I highly encourage people to hit that link up in the Q&A section above the chat there. If you blow that up, you will see a link. Go to the pinned comment. You could copy and paste the whole list. If you can't copy and paste, just number them and your answer. Each correct one will get you an entry in. We're going to have 9 different winners win a Spider-Man play pack each. So I highly encourage you all to pop in there. And, most of these are filled in. We did get a Mobius today. So we'll go over that here soon. I think we're still missing the legendary artifact creature robot villain, but that might have popped up. We'll see in the spoilers. And then we still have not gotten a human mercenary hero yet. But yeah, we've been keeping track of this, and I encourage you just copy and paste the 10 different legendary. This is from the Rosewater teaser. So just copy and paste. If you can't copy and paste, again, just put in your answer, one, and, if it's Gwenom or there was actually a lot of symbiote spider heroes. We had Agent Venom, Spider-Man, Symbiote Spider-Man, Gwendolyn, and there's a few more. So that one's almost a given there. We're guessing Punisher for the legendary human mercenary hero, but we could be wrong.
Yeah, Punisher.
Yeah, he just got on. He's putting in the Mobius name right now. Good man, Brian. I sent you an invite if you want to come in and chat, bro.
Join us. Feel free to join the dark side of the Force. Here we have Magic the Gathering, a game where you can gather and play.
Hey, what's up, Michael Subacker? How you doing, bud? Brian, good. DJ into the Spider-Verse. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and Nightbot is awake. Nice. I didn't have it up, so I wasn't sure if it was awake or not. But anyways, so we're going to get into some spoilers. And please go back and get in on that giveaway. We're curious on your, truthful answers, maybe what they should be or whatnot. Each one you get correct. Doesn't have to be, obviously, the WotC name of the card, but as long as it's close, you'll get an extra entry. So 9 different winners, 9 different packs, and we're actually working. I've been working diligently on the Loaded Squirrel, going through the collection yet again. I'm almost at about 900 in value. We'll probably end up being closer to 1,100 in value. So going through the collection, guys, we're getting there. But I'm only trying to raise about 850. Because we're planning on a play box to give away the packs. 10 of them is going in the game. We have 9 out of that for this giveaway, and 2 for something else, 2 for Patreon, 2 for YouTube channel members. We'll just spin off and see who wins. It'll be 2 different winners there, and then we'll have the main giveaway coming up soon. As soon as I know that I have the funding to get the box. So I will post up a thing on YouTube for another chance to win some packs. So be on the lookout for that. But I got to get this game done so that we have the money to do it. On top of the play box, I want to get another play box to offer some live trades and get some stuff for future giveaways. And then, of course, a bundle and the gift bundle and that whatchamacallit kit, the easel kit thingy-majig. All of which singles will be given away out of all that. So I know it's a huge ask, but again, I'm putting in 1,100 worth of my own stuff to try to raise that money up. So we're working on it. But anyways, let's get into some spoilers. All right, I just had it, bruh. Okay. Screen. All right, and I didn't download it like I wanted to. I'm sorry, guys. So we're gonna have to deal with some ads. It's just a fact. All right.
No free promo.
What?
No free promo.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, the ads. Yeah. Hey, Heavy Metal, how you doing, buddy? Oh man. All right, so we got Silk, the web spinner, and Dan, I'm gonna lean on you for your Spider-Man knowledge today, so I hope you don't mind.
All right, there are a lot of the side universe characters I'm not too familiar with, but I will do my best.
All right, so we got Silk, the web spinner here. It's got web slinging, a colorless green and white. You can cast a spell for a 1 green and white. If you also return a tap creature you control to its owner's hand, so it's got the web slinging to get it in slightly cheaper by 1. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 white and green human creature token, and then 3 green and a white. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain vigilance until end of turn. That's a nice mana sink. Doesn't require it to tap, so that's not too horrible. But do you know who this is?
Yes. This is the lovely Miss Cindy Moon, also known as Silk. She is of the Ultimate Universe with Miles Morales, and she's a badass, friggin' badass, absolutely. And she's Asian American superhero, so you know it ticks that box. Pretty much. Comics. She's in the comics like with the Miles Morales stuff. Pretty good storyline altogether. I like it. You know, not really one of my main storylines I follow being a Miles Morales character, but man, she kicks ass. She's fucking, you know.
Nice. Okay.
Don't know much of her I don't know much of her backstory.
I don't know. I'm not familiar. Just like I'm not familiar with Spider-Man India. Like what?
No.
They did have another town. I think it was UK. We didn't get US. So okay. We got Alien Symbiosis. They can definitely redo this one with Alien whenever we get the Aliens versus Predator action. That would be sick. But anyways, 1 and a black. For enchant creature, gets +1/+1 and menace, and is a symbiote in addition to its other types. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other cost.
Is that legit happening? Alien versus Predator, or?
Well, no, just Alien Symbiosis. Like I don't know. Like it'd be cool to have like a chest burster come out or something. You know?
Oh, I was just thinking that'd be just like a great little pair up right there. I'd buy that.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's our spoiler king right there. And big shout out everyone. He's been helping me keep track on this because we're all curious to see what they are anyways. So might as well have some fun with it. He's been helping fill in your entries as well as keeping track of all of the potential answers. So good times. We did get Morbius. It's coming up. Brian, how you doing, Brian?
I am doing well. I've been filming my stuff on the cards. I had just gotten done with the video when I saw your thing pop up. It's like, oh crap! And then I got to get the video done. I haven't gotten them uploaded yet, but I've gotten most of them don't have one video left to do to
Sweet.
finish up for today's cards, and I'll probably put out about 3 different videos because
Nice.
I didn't get anything put out yesterday, so I got a lot of videos to go out today.
I know the feeling, man. I have such a backlog. It's stupid. But I'm also trying to get those Spider-Man giveaways going. So I'm really been narrowed in on going through the collection. Hopefully, getting some of it put away in my crazy system. So at least it's serving a dual purpose.
At least from what I've seen of the cards that were spoiled today,
Yeah.
there's a lot of interesting cards.
All right. Well, you want to read this Sun Spider there, Brian?
Okay. Well, Sun Spider is a hybrid white, blue, and 3 for a 3/2 legendary spider human hero. During your turn, Sun Spider has flying. When Sun Spider enters, search your library for an aura or equipment card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. That's an interesting ability because we're getting a lot of different equipment here. You know, some spider equipment, some villain equipment. You got some auras going on. They're just off the chain. I'm liking that you can go grab stuff with him.
All right. And Dan, we're going to come to you now. Do you know who is this? What is this?
All right, so this is one of the newer multiversal Spider-Man.
Okay.
I don't know much about this character.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on then. We have a generic here. I'll go and read this one. We have Superior Foes of Spider-Man. 2 and a red for a 3/3. Got a human rogue villain. Trample. I love that. When you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, you may exile top card of your library. If you do, you may play that card until you exile another card with this creature. And I must say, Prosper likes him. Whatever it is. I don't know. Draft shaft, right?
Kinda, yeah.
All right. And I don't bother you on that one because it's not really just generic foes.
but see, the superior foes. See, here's the thing, right? You couldn't have the Sinister Six in every comic book, so Superior Spider-Man being before they did the reboots and everything, and like Superior Spider-Man was an alternate timeline. It was just another week in the comics to sell the comics and everything. So they had Web of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and Superior Spider-Man. One week they'd have the Sinister Six in one, and then the next week you had different group of villains. So I mean, they wanted to keep releasing episodes, and superior villains were kind of like their take on the Sinister Six when they couldn't use the Sinister Six the very next.
I see. So this was the rotating. Here's some other baddies to look at. Well, giving people a break. Got it.
Yeah, kind of secondary rogue gallery.
Gotcha. And thank you, Coach. Always a pleasure to see you, bud. Be here a bit and then be back soon. Boys bed. Yeah, no worries, brother. And sorry about your mom there, brother. Good that you were able to get out to her and give her some help. I'm glad that you guys are doing well. Kind of on a high after your last batter at Little League practice, hit a bomb to the left field for an inside the park home run. Told him to crush it, and the first pitch he landed at 9 years old. Get some, bro. Hell yeah. 3/3 for 3 trample card advantage is great for limited. Yeah, for limited. Yeah, it said limited bomb, like, draft shaft. A little bit better draft shaft. I mean, I like it. Is it a spider? No. That's all I care about. I'm just looking for spiders. Yeah, it is not. Oh, well. Okay. We got Urban Retreat. They have a couple of these kind of slower, but with some utility. This is the blue, white, and green card that you could tap for. Return tap creature you control to its owner's hand. Put this card from your hand on the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. So you can sneak out this land. It's kind of cool, I guess. Be cool with some landfall decks for some jank. All right. Brian.
Yeah. Now I like this because you put me on kind of a thing that I know a little bit about, and that's the Spot, Dr. Jonathan Owen. Now I know most of what I know about him isn't really from the comics, but from the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon show.
Ah, okay.
And
That was a good cartoon. I like that cartoon.
A big arc where at one point Spider-Man was fighting him, and Mary Jane fell into one of Spot's portals. And before this, Mary Jane had been captured by a villain named Hydra Man, which we'll see later. Or I don't know if you've talked about Hydra Man.
We're not there yet. Yeah.
But Hydra Man was a villain that was kind of obsessed to the point of being a stalker of Mary Jane, especially during her film career. And he had captured her and wanted her to be his girlfriend / wife or whatever. And Spider-Man rescued Mary Jane, and shortly after that, Spider-Man, encountered the Spot, and Mary Jane was lost to this portal. That was kind of like the season finale, and the next thing, Mary Jane comes, after a while, Mary Jane comes back out of nowhere, doesn't know what happened, and we figured that she had just appeared out of a portal somewhere and had lost her memory and such. And we've come to find out that this Mary Jane that appeared was a kind of like clone that Hydra Man had made, and she had quote unquote escaped from his whatever type of thing that he had, this fantasy thing he had made, and she was unstable and she basically fell apart. So nobody actually knew what happened to the real Mary Jane until during the X-Men 97 cartoon. We see Peter and Mary Jane, which are part of the shared universe, because there was a crossover between the Spider-Man and the X-Men cartoon of that same era.
Huh.
And we see Peter Parker, Mary Jane, and Flash Thompson all watching all the events that were unfolding with the X-Men. Outside of watching the events unfold outside of a TV repair shop. So we know that she had come back somehow, but we don't know the reason or how. So this is interesting. So the Spot's Portal is a black M2 for an instant that reads, put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life unless you control a villain. So this is an interesting, like I said, removal spell.
All right. And speaking of Morbius, it's right there. Dan, do you want to read this one and then do a little info about him? Or do you want me to read it and you'll do info?
All right. Let's make this big. Can we make it a little bigger? Because we're asking for Hobgoblin, right? Oh, Morbius. Okay, Morbius. All right. Morbius, the living vampire, legendary creature, vampire scientist villain.
Yep.
Flying vigilance, lifelink, exile this card from your graveyard. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library, and any order.
Okay.
3-1. This is the 3-1 card. Yeah. So they did Morbius pretty bad in that movie series. I'll tell you what. If you guys had the chance to read,
we don't want to talk about
Wait.
that.
Hold on, Dan. It has the wrong flavor text. It should be said it's Morbin time.
well, I was going to get to that. Well,
Okay, my bad.
So
Carry on, sir.
As a villain character, like truly, like he was only supposed to be like one of those one-off characters, and then they brought him like to be a regular with Blade, more so than Spider-Man, and then you just had him in a lot of old Spider-Man comics from the 90s. You saw him a lot, but like some of the best storyline for him is when he's in the Blade comics.
Huh.
Yeah. But they did his character dirty in that movie. Make him an anti-hero.
Movie. That's like, that's like the Madam Web movie. We don't talk about the Sony movies. They're not good. They're like, they're worse than DECU movies.
Well, I didn't read the comics, but like the first Venom was all right. The second one was like, I mean, from a normie standpoint, it was all right. The second one was kind of okay. I'm not sure about this next one coming up, but yeah. As far as this card goes, what do you think, Brian? I'm not.
He's not bad. Flavor wise, it's the picture. They got the right look for him. And yeah, he's okay. He's okay. And it's not a bad card, and it's not like a super powerful card, and it's only an uncommon. So, like I said, like Dan was saying, he's like a second string villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was a second string villain.
Feels like that here. That's for sure.
For multiple characters too, I mean, like they really when they tried to okay, we can't use the same character over and over again in comic books. It's like you can't go up against Green Goblin every single episode. People get tired of reading a Superman comic because it's Lex Luthor again. Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
So like with Spider-Man, they didn't want people to get tired of reading these comics, and they wanted to keep on putting out content. YouTubers, you know what we're talking about, So when as you keep on putting out content, you're gonna have the same people there every single day preaching the same exact stuff. It gets boring. Nobody cares, So you bring in a different antagonist, and revitalize the show. They did it all the time.
They could have done that card a little bit better if they had done a flippy version of him.
Yeah, because besides the research aspect after he dies, I really don't feel the scientist part of this at all. And why is he a villain? I mean, okay.
He is a villain.
I get that. I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem that messy.
He's not the anti-hero. Well, he eventually becomes one, but once again, that's another story altogether. But he's not the anti-hero that the movies put him off to be in that movie.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like I said, they failed on the flavor text. He should have said Morbin time.
Morbin time.
Epic. Yeah.
Although I would have rather watched the movie if he had on that little disco suit from the 70s. Look at that red collar, Just saying. Yeah. It's Morbin time.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Saw in half, dude. They're getting rid of the only value card besides Shocks in Infinity. I mean, seriously, this is the 4th or 5th reprint now. I do like the art though; it is pretty cool. For Saw in Half.
Cover art. That's a good piece of valuable issue if you have it in your collection.
Nice. Then we got Reprieve in
Because you need White Gunner Spell.
Yeah. We got Web Crawl here. Almost looks like it's out of a movie. 3 and a green enchantment. When this enchantment enters, put a 2/1 green spider creature token in reach, and you gain 1 life for each spider you control. Spiders you control get +1/+1 and can't be blocked by creatures with Defender. Okay. Josh Shaft. Okay. Spider-Man No More. 1 in a blue creature. Creature is a citizen with power base 1/1 and has Defender. Loses all other abilities. Ooh, nice little nerf card.
Yeah, that there is another valuable I guess point in time comic when Peter Parker chooses to walk away from Spider-Man. They even featured it in the Sam Raimi movies, and so it's a big thing.
Yeah, and every single comic book artist who's drawn a cover to has the same exact thought process in it. It's a very commonly done trope, and the fact that every time that they do that cover or that scene somehow, that the writer's referencing this issue. Like everybody has done it. Even a lot of DC artists reference this exact issue cover.
Nice. All right. We got bioorganic or bio. It's bioorganic, right? But
bioorganic carapace.
All right, you got this one?
Yeah, for a white, a blue, and 2, get an artifact equipment. When it enters, attach it to target creature you control. Group creature gets +2/+2 and has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each modified creature you control. Equipped for 2. So, hoo-ha.
All right. University campus, expensive surveillance. Maximum Cartage. This one's okay. Pretty much gives everyone goad. 4 and a red. Until your next turn, each creature attacks each combat if able, and attacks a player other than you if able. So just goad. 2 add 3 red, and then 3. This saga does 5 damage to each opponent. Okay, kind of fun if you got 5 to waste. Goad the board. I don't know about. Definitely not really made for standard, So Dan, Morlan, Devourer of Spiders, X and 2 black for a 2/1 lifelink. It enters with X 1/1 counters on it, and it enters. He deals X damage to target opponent. And I'll blow that up for you. Who the hell is this guy?
It's not one I'm familiar with either. I'm not familiar with a lot of these, a lot of the rogues galleries, especially a lot of the secondaries. I believe that he was a character that they had back and forth from the 70s. Very rarely, though, used.
No, this guy is part of the guys that are hunting down all the spiders from across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, okay. So that's even a different guy then. So this is a newer guy then.
This is part of what is called the Inheritors. And their whole... They feed off of the bio essence of the spiders from across the Spider-Verse, and this guy is like one of their main leaders.
Not a storyline I'm familiar with.
I know a little bit about the storylines about the Spider-Verse, and I know what the Inheritors are all about, and They are not good.
To be honest with you, I really couldn't get into the Spider-Verse series, and with all that, it's too hard. It was too hard for me to keep up with. It was like when Marvel decided that they wanted to reboot and do a whole series of the 2099s, and I'm like, you're throwing all these characters all out at once, and it was too much.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know what this is. It's a vampire. That's all I know. And a 2/1. Okay.
Yeah, but you can scale him.
Well, yeah. I guess.
And
I guess.
then
For a nice little thing.
deal damage to your opponents.
Yeah. I okay. In game wise, I mean, I like the ping when he comes in. It's kind of cool, but I don't see me slotting this guy anytime soon. All right, we got Mysterio's Phantasm, Illusion Villain, 1 in a blue for a 1/3 flying Vigi. Whenever this creature attacks, mill a card. Okay. All right, I'm curious about this one here. Shriek Troublemaker, 2 and a black red hybrid for a 2/3. Beginning of your main phase, you may discard a card. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. That's not bad. And Sonic Blast, whenever a creature an opponent controlled dies, it deals 1 damage to that player. Huh. So who's this?
Yeah, she's a mutant I'm not familiar with.
All right, Brian.
Well, from what a little I know, she was thrown into the place called the Dark Force Dimension, which is, I believe, the origin of the dimension that spawned Null and all the symbiotes. And when she came back, she was, because it was chaos and carnage in that particular dimension, she came back craving, that kind of, that kind of went with her, and she has this sonic blast, which actually, goes against some of the, the symbiotes, because that's what keeps the symbiotes in control is sonic weapons.
Ah. Okay.
Which they use ironically in like every Marvel thing to try to control every character. They tried to use sonic weapons to control Hulk. They tried to use sonic weapons to control a certain one of the more the mutated version of Spider-Man back in the 90s Clone Saga. Yeah, they like using those psionic weapons.
All right. Well, moving on. We got Wisecrack, 2 and a red. Target creature deals damage equal to its power to itself. If that creature is attacking, Wisecrack deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. Interesting. Stop hurting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Mr. Negative. All right. Let's see. 5, a white and a black. Okay. For a 5/5, you vigilance and lifelink. When it enters, you may exchange your life total with target opponent. If you lose life this way, draw that many cards. Interesting. Do we know this person?
Let's see.
Brian?
I am having a look at a small screen here. Hold on a second.
I don't know a lot about him. I know that
Mr. Negative is pretty much he's the villain who's he was had a arc in the 90s that I remember reading, but another B-rate villain,
Yeah.
I think he also had like a story arc in Daredevil too. But B-rate villain,
Okay.
It just looks cool art.
Yeah, I like the
I don't
art.
know anything about his up. I don't know anything about his characters. Like a lot of these Spider-Man characters are pulling out they're pulling out these secondary characters that like I didn't read many of them back in the 90s, and half of them are characters that are new that I don't read now.
Yeah. Well, we got Jackal Genius Geneticist. Geneticist? Dude, whatever. A blue and a green for a 1/1 trample. When you cast a creature spell with mana value equal to Jackal's power, copy that spell. Except the copy isn't legendary. Then put a 1/1 counter on Jackal. Huh. Bruh.
Yeah, he can get out of control fast if you build the deck right.
Is this the new Nadu? No. I don't know. If he gets some counters going, this guy can get pretty dumb.
Yeah, he can get out of hand quickly if you build your deck right.
Is this in Miriam's colors?
No, it's a Simic.
Simic. No. Oh, okay. Bray. All right.
That was
I don't
not
know.
me.
He looks funky. But he is a human scientist villain. Totally got. Yeah. Tramp. Okay. Interesting dude. Spider Slayer. Hatred Honored. This could have been our robot villain, but no. Still don't know what that one is.
It's
whenever
coming out. Just wait for it.
Yeah. Whenever Spider Slayer deals damage to a spider, destroy that creature. So Death Touch just for spiders. Exile this card from your graveyard. Create 2 tapped 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature tokens with flying. Okay, cool. Living Brain Mechanical Marvel. The hell?
That's your legendary robot villain there.
But it just says robot villain. Is that what it was? Villain?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think anyone got this one right.
No, I would have never have thought of this one.
No. That's for the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, it's like back in
Adventures of Amazing Adventures or something.
Yeah, I know. Way back in the early days of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, for magic purposes, it's a 4/4/3/3. Beginning of combat on your turn, target non-equipment artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power 3/3 until end of turn. Untap it.
Oh look, your Soul Ring is now a creature.
Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking this is kind of backup for Trash Panda. You know what I mean? Not only are your artifacts 4/4s and everything else a 4/4, vehicles, artifacts, and enchantments. Now you can make one of your other artifacts a 3/3 as well. Okay, kind of fun, I guess. But yeah. All right, we got the cheering. Whoa. Did it skip ahead? Oh, that was weird. All right. Sandman's Quicksand 1 and 2 black sorcery with a mayhem ability. All creatures get -2/-2 till the end of turn. If the spell mayhem cost is paid, creatures your opponent's control get -2/-2 until end of turn instead. All right. Nice little mini sweeper. Okay, Amazing Acrobats 1 and 2 blue. Choose one or both counter target spell or top 1 or 2 creatures. That's not too horrible. Be better if it's 2 cost.
No, for what it does, you get all that.
What's that?
I'm saying it's a lit. I'm saying this is going to be something that's going to be slept on. People are not going to realize how powerful that can be. You can counter a spell and tap up to 2 target creatures for 3 mana. Yeah, I'm going to go for that.
Really,
a 3 mana counter spell.
Not like creature or something specific. It's spell. So yeah, pretty decent. Got Robotics Mastery 4 in a blue flash enchant creature. When aura enters, create 2 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature tokens with flying, and then enchant creature gets +2/+2. Okay. God, don't you hate it, Dan, when they hide on the ceiling? All right, we got extra blue, exile target artifacts and or creature or creatures. Okay. So, all right. Mad Exile. Return the exile cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next in-step. Interesting.
So you can either,
Save your
exile
butt.
your opponent's stuff or exile your stuff to save it.
Yeah.
It's really versatile. I really like this card.
Yeah. We got the Venomized Cat, Evil Kitty. No cat treat for you. Symbiote Cat Villain. 2/3 for a 2 and a black. Death Touch when this creature enters, mill 2 cards. Draft Shaft, woot woot. All right, we got Lizard Connor's Curse.
Lizard.
all right.
Lizard.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah, right.
was saying already. Everybody was saying that it was going to be Connors. I mean, it was the obvious one, I think that was definitely one of the givens that we kind of predicted.
Yeah, was there Lizard Villain on the list, Brian?
No, there wasn't a Lizard Villain, but yeah, we it was talked about, and
okay.
we knew that was going to be, he was coming. And for what you're getting here for 4 mana, it's not quite, a Shelley, on the level of Shelley, but it's almost there.
Well, I don't know much about the character, but the Lizard formula does kind of stick with it. So we got a 2 and 2 green for a 5/5 trample, already awesome. And then the Lizard formula, when Lizard enters, up to 1 target creature loses all abilities and becomes a green lizard with base power of 4/4. Pretty good. It doesn't have to be yours. I mean, you don't really want to hook up your opponent with a 4/4, but if it's an Eldrazi, you're like, yeah, whatever, bro. It's now a 4/4 lizard. Deal. And what about this character? I don't know much about it, so.
Well, Dr. Kurt Connors is, a major portion of a major character in Peter Parker and Spider-Man's life. It was focused on in one of the non-Sam Raimi sequels. That Dr. Connors had lost his arm, and he was trying to use lizard
DNA
to regrow his arm. In fact, it was one of Dr. Connors' experiments that created the radioactive spider that bit Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So he is not only Peter Parker's teacher and mentor in the early, part of his career, but it's a big part of, that's one of.
That's like original lore, like we're talking 1960s storyline that they're giving you right there, and pretty much it's a sad story. I mean, they even they did it right in the comic books a couple of times over, and then they changed them up a bit, but I like the way that they did them in the cartoon back in the 90s.
Yeah, they really did him good there. Oh, there was speaking of that, and a lot of people didn't get this little tiny detail, but one of Dr. Connor's experimental mice was named Mickey. And this was before the merger between Disney and Marvel.
Huh.
Yeah. We did like they didn't see that coming. Uh-huh. And we knew it was coming. We just they dropped that hint in that cartoon.
All right. We got the cheering crowd. Won a green or red hybrid. Beginning of each player's main phase, that player may put a 1/1 counter on this creature. If they do, they add one colorless for each counter on it. Okay. Interesting. I guess if you need
It's a
mana,
group huggy card.
you what?
It's a group hug card.
Yeah. Mary Jane Watson, 1 in a green and a white for a 2/2. Whenever a spider you control enters, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. Why is it a rare?
Because Peter Parker, once he lost her, he never really could get her back.
We had Insect Villain on the list, right?
Yes, I've listed Swarm already.
I made that up, by the way, but no, he did lose her several times, and I don't know. Every time that he gets her back under different writers, it just
That's why that whole thing with the Spider-Man cartoon really it ended on that note. And you never knew what happened to Mary Jane Watson. She just disappeared into Spot's portal and.
All right. Swarm of Being of Bees. 2 and a black for a 2/2. Flash flying. Love it already. And Mayhem. Interesting.
the
Fun
bee.
little uncommon.
Yeah, there's a character that they've been teasing lately. That's a beekeeper. Supposed to be coming into one of the live action MCU shows. They
Really?
teased it in they teased the character in the episode of Vision of WandaVision. And it was the episode where they sent the drone in, and they sent a few people into the town, and the guy turns around and he's a beekeeper when he comes out of the sewers.
Oh.
And it was allegedly a hint into introducing this character.
I see. Okay. All right. More duplication stuff in the.
This is the same guy I'm thinking of.
Huh.
I could be wrong.
Parallel Lives coming back in. Again, it's a world effect, though. But if you're making tokens, there you go. 9 lives, cute. Ponder, nice. So Spider Gwen Web Warrior. So Naila Blade Blossom. Okay. It's kind of cool art. The Iron Spider Civil Warrior. That is cool art. Don't really. Okay.
Yeah.
That's classic art there on the Goblin Bombardment. And that old Unexpected Windfall. That classic.
That's classic art too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like first series, like time they booted him in. You know, this is how he looked. This is how it. You know, she's. We're talking like what? This is from the comics, 1960s. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. And here's the henchman to the Negative Man or whatever he was, Inverse Man. I don't know. But it didn't make him demon, so I'm sad. What were you gonna say?
I had the wedding up. I have this cover. I have this one.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a really.
Oh yeah, the wedding ring. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
and fitting. I remember seeing this in the comic book stores when I was little did. I remember this one. It's also same year or like a year or two apart or something is when Spider-Man died.
Yeah, yeah. There's that storyline right after, not too long after.
Yeah, I thought it was around the same time. I guess
Yeah.
I'm wrong. It's a year or
Yeah.
two apart. Yeah.
See, this storyline with right here, it makes everybody sad because that's when they like, okay, Peter Parker finally gets to be with Mary Jane, you know.
Yeah.
But then they said, oh, well, we don't want that to be a thing anymore because Peter Parker has to be young eternally, you know. And so they keep on killing off any or making it impossible for him to hook up with any of these girls.
And all right. And then there's Madam Wed, Clairvoyant, Mutant Advisor. That was the other one that was on the list.
That practically no one got.
And they did it right. They did it right because this is how
I agree. I agree.
You know.
So we'll know if you put in a Madam Web after the fact. I mean, go ahead. That's fine. You guys can still get in on the giveaway. You just have to do the list, the 10 answers. But, you know, put some good guesstimates in there, guys. We got, so she's a 4 and 2 blue for a 4/4. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast spider spells and non-creature spells from the top of your library. Whenever you attack, you may mill a card. It's pretty nice. Of course, in 6 and blue, you should be winning or doing something already, so a little slow there. We have Black Cat, Cunning Thief, 3 and 2 black for a 2/3. When it enters, look at the top 9 cards. Cute. Target opponent's library. Exile 2 of them face down. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. You may play the exile cards for as long as they remained exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast spells this way. Okay. Interesting. Mob Lookout. One, a blue-black hybrid for 0/3. When this creature enters, draw a target creature you control connives. Okay. Draft Shaft. Oh, boy. Spider-Verse, 3 and 2 red. Legendary rule does not apply to 2 spiders you control. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, you may copy it. If you do, you may choose new targets for the copy. If the copy is a permanent spell, it gains haste, and do this only once each turn. Huh. That's interesting. You gonna throw that in your spider deck, Brian?
Well, my spider deck doesn't have red in it, but if I get Cosmic Spider-Man, I'm going to build around it, and that's going to go in it.
Yeah. Very, very cool. And you're copying it every time you cast a spell other than your hand.
So, you're probably going to want a lot of mayhem stuff that you're casting from exile, that type of thing. So it's going to be interesting.
Doc Ock's Tentacles. All right. 1, and whenever a creature you control with mana value 5 or greater enters, you may attach this equipment to it. Equipped creature gets +4/+4 and equipped for 5.
Now, here's an interesting little twist I have.
What? I thought they were trying to go with the 8. Why value or mana value 5 or greater? Okay. What are you gonna say, bud?
Well, say that you're playing with Cosmic Spider-Man as your commander.
Yeah.
When he enters the battlefield from the command zone, He's already a 5 mana value. He's a 9/9, and he's got all that.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Yeah. Agreed. Web shooters 1 and a white for quick creature gets +1/+1 and has reach. Whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls. Okay. Little quip for 2 action. There you go.
Phrasing.
Oh.
Web shooters. It has reach in the way you said it.
That's right. Hey, we get a mana spider. 1, a red-green hybrid. 2/2 with reach. Add a red or a green. Whenever you cast a creature with mana value 4 or greater, untap this creature. Ooh, there you go. That's I like it.
It's a little abusable, so
Yeah, I could slot that in a few decks. I like it. I like it. School days. Choose one. Do homework. F that. Oh, I have to read it. My bad. Draw 3 cards. Fight crime. Counter target spell. Draw a card for 5. Oof. All right. Well, if you need it, cool. Rhino's Rampage, hybrid, red green. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Fights target creature and opponent controls. When excess damage is dealt to creature and opponent controls, this way destroy up to 1 target non-creature artifact with mana value 3 or less. Ooh, it's gonna
there
be
goes your mana rocks.
yeah.
No more Soul Ring for you.
Yeah. Get the F out of here with your rant. Okay, Molten Man Inferno Incarnate. 2 and a red for 0/0. When enters, search your library for a basic mountain card, put it into the battlefield tapped and shuffle. Sweet, ramping in red. Hello. It gets +1/+1 for each mountain you control. And when Molten Man leaves the battlefield, sacrifice a land. Okay. I mean, he did put it in, so he takes it with him, but that's it's kind of cool. I you know,
But you can sacrifice those mayhem lands and put them back into play.
well, Mayhem works from hand though, right? It's like Madness, but not as good.
I'm like I said, I'm not too familiar with how
Yeah.
mayhem works.
So what you're saying is he's forever Spider-Man super simp, right, dude? Yeah. That's right. Justice for Nadu. That's right, Kitork. Hey, Robert's Table. How you doing, buddy? Sorry, I've been on another screen, so I missed some of chat. What wheel spin? We got an upcoming Loaded Squirrel pull game that I'm working on right now. So, but other wheel spin. We also have another giveaway. You got to put in the 10 guesstimates for Rosewater. The link's up top, so make sure you guys get in on that. Put your 10 best guesses. If you can't copy and paste, just put the number 1 and then obviously the answer for 1, so on and so forth. Most of it's spoilered in. Each one you guys get correct gets you an entry in to win a Spider-Man play pack. So we're 9 different winners, 9 different packs. That's what we're doing. But yeah, just read the pinned comment. It explains it. Copy and paste. Keep it easy on yourself. And then just type the answer next to it. There you go. Okay. I think we're getting into some of the stuff that we covered. I don't remember seeing him. Oh, Hydro Man. Why don't you get this one, Brian?
Okay, Hydro Man. This is a really interesting villain. Like I said, from the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon series. He was obsessed with Mary Jane to the point where he created, a Mary Jane Hydro clone that eventually became unstable and fell apart. But she escaped, and it was thought that Mary Jane had come back from, falling through the Spot's portal. So he's 2 blue mana for a 2/2 legendary elemental villain. Whenever you cast a blue spell, Hydra Man is a creature, he gets +1/+1 till end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, untap Hydra Man until your next turn. He becomes a land and gains tap to add a blue mana. So when it's not your turn, he's a blue mana. He's a blue mana land, and so you always have that little blue mana sitting out there. So he's very interesting. Yeah, he's going to be a little rude.
You know, Hydra Man, right? You get Sandman together, a little Duff Man, and then you have a nice tropical beach.
There you go. All right. And then the Spider Sense, another instant, very nice. And I think we got, okay, so we left off at damage control in the spider vehicle. So we're pretty much caught up. Oh, yeah, the spot. Living Portal. You guys were talking about this earlier. 3 and a white and a black for a 4/4. When the spot enters, exile up to one target non-land permanent and up to one target non-land permanent card from a graveyard. When spot dies, put him on the bottom of its owner's library. If you do, return exile cards to their owner's hands. Huh.
So blinking with him can be. This is a guy you want in your blink deck.
Yeah. Huh. All right. Not bad. So, what is your general overall consensus so far? They've been giving us a little bit of juice lately, but I'm still at whelm level.
It's okay. It's not super powerful, but I think the whole idea is, because they really wanted to make this kind of an intro set where people are trying to get into Magic, but they're bringing their favorite comic book characters into it. So it's not really designed to be the overpowered stuff that we're seeing in modern or
Brian. Mama Squirrel says hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, Haley.
Yeah, guys. So, I don't know. I honestly am just kind of more interested in tracking our guesses in some cases, which, again, if you guys are not in that, make sure you guys, the link's pinned up top of the chat. Go hit that, and in the pinned comment section of that, I mean, smash the like, obviously, but you.
Oh, there went your mic, DJ.
I think DJ bounced out. All right, everybody, party. Turn on the music. Make sure you hit that like. And if you have already done that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe, because we are here with the Mr. DJ Long Hair, and it's the MTG Round Table.
Okay, am I back?
All right. Oh, yeah.
Okay. That was weird. It was just like, yeah, bro, whatever. We don't care. I'm like, oh, thanks. I was just yapping. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Okay. So, what I was going to say, we're keeping track of that. Do get in on that giveaway. Just, it's pinned up top. Go to that video, like it, and then in the pinned comment, there's you can copy and paste. If you can't copy and paste, just, again, put the number and, of course, your answer on that. Each one you get right is an entry in for the giveaway. So make sure you guys get in on that. Any questions, just ask. Cool. So now I got a little bit of hype for you guys of what I've been working on. Now, this isn't the final of anything yet, but these are definitely in it. And it's been nuts, dude. It's just been nuts. I tell you what. Alrighty. So I've been going through the collection and have been pulling stuff for this giveaway for the next loaded Squirrel. We are trying to finance some Spider-Man product to give away. So can use the help. This is all out of my own collection. I have about almost 900 in the game currently, and that number is rising. Probably will end up with about 1,100 in value, so 1.1k plus probably. So these are some of the bigger hits in there that you could potentially get. Got the Shadow Lord, Foily Boy, it's about 36. Orlando, Mossborn Hydra. Got this shiny. A little Psychonic Rift, Bitter Blossom, Alamahet. I don't even know if I've said that right, but a little money card and a little bit of grinding station. Those are some of the big hits. We also have a sealed EDH deck. We have two of them, actually. We have the Squirrel one that you guys saw me open yesterday. It's inner sealed, and also a sealed World Shaper deck coming out of Edge is in the pull game. So right now the cost could be about 7 a pull. I'm still getting a pull number and working on the game itself. So I will keep you guys kind of posted on that as I move along. But we got to move it soon because we got to get the Spider-Man stuff in. So good times. Yay. What a mess. I have been living in this the last few days. Yes, coming out of edging. That's right.
Edging away from Eternia.
Yeah. For sure. All right. Is there anything you want to talk about, Brian?
No, other than the fact that I'm getting my, my videos of the spoilers of Spider-Man out, and
Nice.
come down and see them, see what my views on them are. I've got a lot going on lately with some medical stuff, so I'm trying to get them in when I can.
I hear you. All right. Yeah, I didn't set the camera up right. Just kind of quick show through. Oh, well. Anyways. All right, Dan, you got a few things in the fire and stuff coming up, man. Let's go ahead and get to our shill section. Here you go. Shill. Baby.
Well, got quite a bit going on. So, as everybody knows, I've been doing podcasts with Scuba Chew for now 5 episodes. Scoob just got his blue check mark, and we've been simulcasting that podcast on YouTube, Twitch, and X. And I'll tell you what, the X community has been like really good to us. And so much, in fact, that we're starting a brand new podcast this Saturday called Codename X Street. And it's going to be about AI art. It's going to be about music. It's going to be about pretty much everything that we can think of to talk about. Just different community creators who are ex-creators, a couple who are trolls, and some people who create some awesome art. So we're all going to get together once a week and do a little podcast. It's going to be great. Our first episode will be Saturday at 1:00 Central.
Cool.
Oh, Dan, did you hear about the guy that got removed from PAX West Coast because he was selling AI art?
There's a lot of stuff out there regarding AI art. A lot of it negative and a lot of it positive, and it's a good venue to listen to the commentary that we are going to be having regarding it, because there's a lot of people in the community who's selling art, who's using art. It's how you use it, and if you have rights to use things, which is a very tight legal questions amongst a lot of people. And there's also regulations that haven't been passed yet that can affect it in any way, but have not been yet. So feel free to watch our little podcast and find out what a lot of the local creators know about this, because it affects them greatly.
Yeah. I know Caustic's been selling me a couple things on it, but
Right.
you know, I use the AI art just for like the videos, you know, and basically sometimes thumbnails. But
Oh no,
as far
but
as
you'd
like
need
financial gain, I really don't see that. You know, it's a
well.
tool.
It's a tool, you know, and if you learn how to use a tool correctly, you can build a house, and
Yeah.
you know, when you let people know what's going on and find
Mhm.
out and learn more from the community who uses it. I mean, you can't be afraid that Skynet's going to come after you because you made a picture, and you can't be you have to go, hey, I need to know how to, if I'm worried about this thing taking my job, I need to know how it works so that way I can do better than a machine that I'm worried about taking my job. In the meantime, if you feel like AI is evil, watch our show and listen to the content creators who believe in it. And definitely feel free and watch if you just want to see a bunch of chill people hanging out, talking about some of the stuff they love. And we're going to show you our jank AI. We're going to show you some of our good AI. And I guarantee you, you won't see Will Smith with 21 fingers. So come and hang out. It's going to be fun. Saturday, 1 o'clock. Codename X Street.
Awesome, awesome. Not much to show at the moment besides obviously the game. I will get some more details up for you guys. Again, pretty much going to be parting out at least $1,000 worth of inventory here out of my own personal collection to try to raise up this money to get some Spider-Man stuff to give away. So it's a lot. Plan is big. We're going to be doing singles and, of course, doing the packs and, of course, those 9 packs that are in the current giveaway. Make sure you guys get in on that. Again, it's pinned in the little question section. Go to the pinned comment, obviously like the video, and then just follow instructions, and you'll be in. There you go. Well, anyways, I hope you guys all had a good one. I'm going to go ahead and dip. Going to make some, I don't know, maybe do tacos, maybe? I don't know. Think about it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and be awesome. All I got to get back to work and get through more of the collection. Bye.
Late.